Good morning and welcome to the Porch broadcast. We're giving our weekly update on the carnivore diet that we started, and we're doing a series on that. Now, I want to quickly say something because I don't think I've said it, but just to make sure, we've committed to 90 days of this. And whether it works or it don't work, I cannot really tell you what the outcome's going to be, but we are committed to a full 90 days of the carnivore diet, with a few exceptions that I had mentioned in the videos prior to this. Now, having said that, I want to cover a few things that we'll be covering every week because it's the way that we're going to measure our success in this carnivore diet. So having said that, I'm going to read that, put on my glasses here because I can't see if I don't. The medicine that I was taking was just too expensive. That's number one of the reasons that we started the carnivore diet. Now, when I say the medicines were too expensive, they jumped from like $80 or $90 to somewhere around 500, I think, 400 to 500. I don't remember now. And so, it's just time to do something. So what we have done so far as concerning the medicine expenses, we've been able to quit one of the medicines, and it was around $250, $300 for that particular medicine. So if there's a question about the carnivore diet being too expensive, there's one of the, I guess you'd call it an argument against the expense of it, because save $300 by getting off of a medicine. That, by the way, was the most expensive one that I was taking. Now, the other one was that my blood sugar was running, let's just say an average of 300. There was times it ran a little more than that, but an average of 300. Well, now we're down in the just above 100 range of my blood sugar. So that's a plus. That's a good one. Now, the other part was the medicines were bothering my stomach quite a bit. As I said before, I'd take the medicine, it'd be 2 or 3 hours before I'd quit feeling bad. So cutting off one of the medicines has been a big plus. Now, by the way, I want to jump over here just a few minutes. I'm headed to the doctor here in a couple, 3 hours, and I really expect that, this is the heart doctor, I really expect that we're going to cut one of those medicines off too. So man, that's going to be great if we can do it. Don't know yet. I'll give you guys an update next week on how that's going. Had a lot of aches and pains. I would sit down in my chair at night and watch a little bit of TV, and when I'd go get up, I just hurt all over. Of course, I hurt all over all the time. So I feel probably 80% better. It's really hard to put a number on that, so I'm basically just guessing on that. But I feel about 80% better, so that's really a big plus right there. Mind fog, I got to the point that I come down to my shop, going to do something, and be standing in the middle of my shop trying to remember what it was I was going to do. Now, the mind fog is another thing that's hard to measure, so all I can really say right there is that it's cleared up considerably. The fact is, I'm a lot more alert than I was, and my memory seems to be better. So I'm going to just leave it at that. Now, sleep was another one. I just wasn't getting any sleep to speak of. And two, mind you, part of the time I was using a CPAP machine. I no longer use that at all. And I slept probably better last night than I've slept in a long time, but that seems to be an improvement. But again, hard to put a measurement on that, but I know I'm sleeping better. Okay, getting tired. I noticed that I'm probably working an extra hour a day without any problem. Now, I do get tired after that, but I was down to where I couldn't work but about 4 hours a day. Now I can work 5, maybe even 6 before I get too tired. So that's quite an improvement right there. Uh, Weight loss was another one of them. This week, I'm a little disappointed to report that I didn't lose any weight. I didn't gain any weight, but I didn't lose any weight. So I really don't know what's going on with that right now. I'm evaluating my eating habits from last week. And again, this is week 3, 21 days. I'm thinking about what I ate and how I ate, and I'm going to try to come up with at least a reasonable analysis on what happened there and then change that accordingly. But having said that, that's most everything to report this week. You know, if you were to ask me today what I think about the carnivore diet, I would say, first of all, I'm not really qualified to give a whole lot of opinion about it, though I could give a little bit of an opinion about it, and I'm going to do that. 3 weeks in is not really enough time. Struggled for the whole time. I'm still struggling with eating habits that were accumulated over years. And so trying to understand how to get rid of those habits. And it is getting better, but we're not there yet. But again, if you said, how do I feel about it? Well, it seems to be working, as you've seen from my report right there. So it seems to be a right path now, bearing in mind that some things could come up, you know, that change this whole thing. But as it stands right now, I'm not going to promote the carnivore diet because I don't know enough about it to do that. But I will say this, it's working for me right now. Well, the reason we do these videos is because we love people. Wanda and I want to help people, and we hope this pure and honest information that we're giving will be of benefit to you. If it is, let me ask you to do this. Hit that like button, and if you would, subscribe. We need 1,000 subscribers to get monetized. And you know, it's not that we're trying to make a lot of money on this or anything like that, but it does cost some money to do this. As the fact of the matter is, I've spent a fair amount of money on equipment. But anyway, if we can get monetized, it'll help pay part of that back. And if we don't, we'll just keep going anyway, as long as we feel like we can help people. So if you guys would hit like and subscribe, it would certainly help us. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close out with that. We love you guys, and we wish that you'd have a God-blessed day today. Signing off.